Harry's is advertised as a brand of razor that's good quality at a reasonable price. Harry's used to be a subscription-based razor, kind of like Dollar Shave Club, but it's recently become available at Target, so here's my review. Today's review is Harry's, a 5-blade cartridge, and let's see how it holds up over time in this extended review, Harry's. It was only $10 for this nice package. It comes with 2 blades. I'm going to try this thing out and see how long each blade lasts, and then I'm going to show you a little technique how to make your disposable razors last even longer. But let's see how long these 2 blades last, and let me see how my first impression is just right out of the box. Alright, so the first use of Harry's went well. It's always nice having a fresh shave with a brand new razor. It's always a good feeling. But let's see how Harry's holds up over time. Day 1, Harry's razor did pretty well. Harry's blades have changed over the years, so I should point out by saying this one was purchased in 2017 at Target. There are 2 different Harry's handles. This is the Truman model, which has a rubberized grip. When I first started using Harry's, I noticed that the blades were nice and sharp. The handle was comfortable. It felt solid in my hands. It was a comfortable, close shave. I've used it on my head, my neck, and the edges near my beard. There's also a single blade trimmer that you can use to trim up edges like your beard and sideburns. Overall, I think that Harry's is a competent razor. It does the job well, and it lasts about as long as the average moderate quality razor does. I do have a couple of things I don't particularly like about Harry's. That's simply a personal preference, not something that everybody else is going to find at fault with it. One of the things is the angle of the blade itself. See how it's almost parallel with the handle itself. A lot of the razors that I use are much more at an angle, and I don't particularly like that angle for my razors. The other thing is that I know most razors have a flex head that moves a little bit, but the Harry's razor seems like it has much more flex than I like. So not only do I have to push it up against my skin, but I also have that flex to deal with. So the razor itself is good, but I don't like this angle, and I don't like the amount of flex that it has. That's just me. Some people have no problem with the angle or the amount of flex in this blade. Last year I watched this video of a guy on YouTube who said you can keep your razors sharp by honing your blades on your arm. As ridiculous as that sounds, I wanted to try it and see if it worked. And to my surprise, it did kind of work. I used the same disposable razor for over 4 months until I purchased a Harry's razor a few weeks ago. And it was as sharp as the day I bought it after 4 months. So if you're interested, here's the technique that I've been using to keep my blade sharp. I learned this from a guy on YouTube. I'll link his video below, but here's what you do. You take your razor, and you take your arm, and you move your razor in the opposite direction you would shave. So you move it upward about 10 times with moderate pressure, and that's it. Be skeptical, but try it yourself. I wasn't a believer until I tried it. So I've been using this cheap disposable razor for 4 months, and I've had no problems with it. So let me know if you try it and if it works for you. It's definitely a sharp blade. It definitely is comfortable. It gives it a smooth shave. I'm starting to get used to this, so I'm starting to like it the more I use it. So here we go. So the more I use it, the more I like it, which is a good thing for Harry's because most razors are kind of the opposite. The more I use them, the less I like them. It's definitely a solid blade. I like it better than disposable I've been using, so I'm going to use that honing technique and see how long I can make one blade with Harry's last. This one's lasted about a week. It feels like it's about ready to get replaced. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to continue to hone it every day and see how long it can last. And then I'll update you and let you know how well it holds up using that technique, or if I have to go back to a different blade. Taking a walk here on this beautiful spring day here in Las Vegas. I was kind of thinking about what I want to say about Harry's because I'm pretty much done with my evaluation. My initial thoughts were that it was a good blade, but I didn't like kind of the design of the way the head moved and the angle of it. But as I've gotten to use it over the last few weeks, I've started to get used to it. It's not what I was used to, but I've adjusted, and I like Harry's razors. How long they last will depend on each person. I shave my entire head and my neck, so I probably shave a little bit more than people that just shave their faces. So to me, they lasted about a week each of daily use. Might last you 2 weeks if you only shave your face and you don't have very thick stubble. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try my honing technique and see how long I can make these blades last, because I like Harry's razors and I want to make them last as long as I can. Have you used Harry's? What do you think about it? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And please subscribe for more product reviews from me, James White with Freakin' Reviews.